Real quick, guys, this is in Verbis Virtus, and Indominus Game presents this game. It's a game where you're playing a mage in a desert, finding a magic language, with a special surprise, which I will explain to you when it comes up. I played a little bit of this just to get to the point where, you know, I knew if it would work or not. I'm gonna shut up now. Pretty damn compelling, right? Right. Don't keep me hanging. I want the high five. I want the high five. Scanoru found a new game. Scanoru found a new game. Sorry. By the way, another celestial being, sun that takes up the whole sky. Makes you think that this one place is hell. The controls in this game are like basically Skyrim in terms of the motion. You can't crouch, but you shift to run. Pretty easy motion controls. Sorry if somebody gets sick from that. I tried to use my controller, but for some reason, my keyboard wanted to do this, and so I just said, fine, whatever. Do what you gotta do. And there's also, like, hints and stuff. Like this hint, but then there's supposed to be, like, more hints that happen, and I chose against that. Remember, I've done some of these puzzles before, so don't think I'm just good at this game. I'll tell you when we get to the point where you can judge that. And you're gonna be like, you suck, yo. You're so terrible. Why did they give you a controller? Yep. And I'm going to read all the journals, too. The Muwahahahaha language. I spent years studying the idiom known as Muwahahahaha, which means the language of the creative deities, yet I had only scratched the surface. Although I had examined numerous artifacts that reported scriptures in this language, coming from places even very far from each other, I was able to interpret only a few fragments. Now in the entrance hall of this temple, whose existence was not even a certainty, something happened. Now I have a total understanding of the Muwahahahaha. In the past, I did not believe in the legends, but there is power in these written characters. Sorry. In these written ooh. Lag. Okay. Oh, yeah. That's why I was freaking out, because it wanted me to... Oh, that hurts. Shit, sorry. Okay. We'll call me... Obvious is obvious. And yes, this is more than one save, so you could save over it like more than once, in case you get stuck or something. First time I did this, I ran right through that darkness and fell right into the ground and died immediately. So there you go. We'll get to this later. That's a weird thing, by the way. And somehow I just wanted to go for this one first, so we're doing it. One of the first lessons to pilgrims was the evocation of light. This to remind them that first of all they must be the bearers of truth and illuminate where darkness hides the created with falsity. The light is not enemy of darkness. Quite the contrary. It is complementary. A sister prays too much in the past. The world is based on this lie, the belief that the light necessarily represent the good that is opposed to the shadows and bans them. The balance between the two has always been in favor of blazing bright part of the creation, but no one has ever realized the importance of equality between them. Light and shadow are the same entity, the same essence pervading the cosmos. When one of the two prevails, change is inevitable. Nothing remains equal to itself over time, and the metamorphosis does not always lead to the order or chaos. I can feel it, the dazzling power of light coming out of my hand. An absolute sense of grace radiated from my hand after I said Lumetiel for the first time, and darkness knelt before me. By the way, guys, Lumetiel. You actually have to say the words in this. It literally blows my freaking mind. Just have to say it. And this thing, for some reason, takes it away, and I don't know what that does. But whatever. I don't even know. There was something here. Ah, yes. Genesis 1. In the beginning there was chaos. With the passing of the eras, chaos aggregated into a single physical mass. Other aeons passed, and the agglomeration took on a conscience. In each moment of its existence it would scrutinize the entire infinite space, and so for a time was immense. Then it saw in the universe the birth of something that remotely reminded it of itself. An intelligent life was born, and that was followed by many others, the same but different, all sharing the ability to consciously change the world that surrounded them. So its attention shifted from observing endlessly the birth of powerless pieces of the universe to prying greedily into the lives of these beings. But one day something disturbing happened. These living entities began to worship something undefined that they had never seen, heard, or perceived, which was in their opinion omniscient and omnipotent. The names attributed by them were the most diverse, but it was obvious to Chaos that the being was himself, since there was nobody else in the infinite remotely comparable to him. Can I scroll? Can I go down? By the way, I want to mention something real quick. Number 1, blood in a mask. Number 2, booze. Number 3, I didn't realize, and I just realized it now in this playthrough, it scrolled down for me. What the heck does that even mean for me? That it scrolled for me. Lumetiel. Lumetiel. Son of a... Lumetiel. Lumetiel. Sorry. It actually helps if you use a slight accent, and that's what I use, and it gets weird, like, later on. When you have to say it fast, and, like, I completely change accents just to say the word. Cool, right? This place is really awesome. So pretty. And it seems to have such a thought process, but it's like so important yet completely and utterly pointless. In the terms that just... I spend like a minute in this room to get somewhere after getting the spell. By the way, that's a save point, if you were wondering. I think you probably got it. But, you know, whatever. Hiya! And yes, there's jumpy puzzles, and I'm not good at them. Just like last time and every time, I will always read the reasoning before I read the spell. Learning the enchantment of the light ray was one of the highest aspirations of the young pilgrims. The most vain among them shoved off their skills by bouncing the light and creating intricate compositions. The most arrogant used it to blind the neighbor. The wisest, instead, used it only when necessary because they respected its power, to be able to energize and animate powerless things on which was applied the seal of light. Beam of light. When the light arises, the darkness feels it. Contrary to what you might think, she does not flee, but rather seeks it. When the dazzling sprout flows from your hands, don't you hear something approaching? Someone approaching? Your shoulders do not suddenly become heavy, as if something was upon you. The darkness is not afraid. She has no reason to be, because she yearns to meet her sister light. The meat soaked with darkness can be blinded, but the darkness will never fear. When you make yourself lord of the light, remember that the shadows will guide you with the hand, as long as your life does not leave you, and you feel them feast on your soul. Aren't you happy? You are our sister too now. What I know just now is that saying Ectolume is enough to cast a ray of pure light from my hand. As a hint on how its energy can be used, the inscription stated enigmatically that the right color feeds the right mechanism. You ready? You ready for this? Ectolume! Ectolume! And do you remember? There's a thing that happened last time, just so you are aware. This is like my necklace. Ectolume. Yes, okay. So there's a thing that we saw last time, or in the other area, that is eerily similar to what we just shot. So we're actually going to look at it now. It's always so creepy when I freaking fall. I put my hands up in the air sometimes, saying ayo, ectolume. It didn't work. Ectolume. Ectolume. See, you have to be all, like, super specific. Lume tial. Lume tial. Lumetial. Lumetial. Thank you, jeez. Lumetial. Got you. Instead of Lumetiel, or whatever the hell I said. Ectolume. Ectolume. And that heals you. By the way, it said the most arrogant shines it in their neighbor's face, and I feel like a dick because I shine it in my neighbor's face. Ectolume. Ectolume. By the way, they all follow a set path, so I guess technically I don't have to attack any of them. Maybe I should think about that next time. Anything else of use here? Okay, so here's the thing. This is where I got stuck. Is reading this and seeing a part later on and not knowing what I should do. The Eye of Trinity watches you, but you do not have to reciprocate. You must go to it with bowed head and without haste, because patience is a duty of the pilgrim. Only in his presence, and not before one can contemplate its greatness, waiting for the judgment of the divinity. If you will be considered pure of intent, you will have the benevolence of Veritas, the observer. That kind of makes you feel like you should not look at it. Am I right? Alright, cool. Because I don't... Oop, Seth. Okay. By the way, map. See, they're not necessarily harmful. We're here, by the way. Ain't this just cool? So remember, it said the arrogant shines it in their neighbors' faces. And, the, most vain shine them to create intricate compositions. So I'm about to be arrogant and vain, because it's the only way to get through this. Ectolume. Not there yet. What's up here again? Okay. Yeah, I can't do anything here because it's just a giant door. Yep. We're going down some more. And at this point, I don't know if this is going to work, but just know that the eye. It seems like a kind of altar, the kind they used to perform strange rituals in front of. I don't know how to use it. I need to pay attention to the inscriptions I find. They might shed some light on the matter. So now, my thought process was, well, duh, how you use it is by being patient and not looking at it, right? Because that's what the thing told me to do. But here's the dealio. I don't know how to do it. Guess I should just show you. There, this, right here. Notice how I come and I look at it normally and it doesn't, you know, show anything, right? Mark of command. By the way, I don't know what that is. Mark of command. No. So the thing is, you read that, you're like, I don't know what to do. You go into your journal, right? Your journal thingy. You go like, okay, the observer, the eye of Trinity, which is what I'm assuming is there, watches you, but you do not have to reciprocate. You must go to it with bowed head and without haste, because patience is a duty of the pilgrim. Only in his presence, and not before one can contemplate its greatness, waiting for the judgment of the divinity. If you will be considered pure of intent, you will have the benevolence of Veritas. Which is what I assume I want. But, I mean, let's recollect what that means. What I did the first time is what it's telling me I should do. One of the first lessons to pilgrims was the evocation of light. This to remind them that first of all they must be the bearers of truth and illuminate where darkness hides the created. Ugh. Alright. Well, this is basically where I stopped last time. And we're going to try something. Lumetia. What the hell? Okay. Alright. First of all, I was right. Spell not included. What the... Whoa, my god. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. This is cool. And now I have to cover up boobs. Hail, pilgrim. I'm Veritas, source of the truth. The desire of knowledge, fear, and hope brought you here. And it is now time for you to know the power to control the temple. The mark of command. Say this. Tial Uda. Tial Uda. Tial Uda. I'm assuming... Oh. Okay. Tial Uda. Tial Uda. I'm in charge, apparently. Whoa. Mother of heaven, that is awesome. Mark of command. Will is a power often underestimated. Determination can lead to incredible results. Being able to impose your own will to other living beings is one of the greatest gifts you could wish for. Be this in position, overt, or hidden. It doesn't matter. But controlling without Having a predetermined plan is madness. Nothing is more damaging than the unexpected. Create your own spiderweb. Cradle your ambitions for many years as necessary. Wait patiently, and always look back to find your mistakes and rectify them. Objects bearing the mark of command can be activated by pointing them and saying Tiel Uda. This is not properly a spell. It is more like an order that the object is able to understand and execute. Therefore, I can use these words even when I have another spell active in my hand. Cool! Do I get any information out of all that? The meeting with Veritas. I was transported into a completely different world, where the normal laws of nature do not apply. In this magical place, I met an otherworldly-looking creature. She introduced herself as Veritas, the source of all truth. I don't know anything about her, but I think she wants to help me in my journey. I can feel it, even if her reasons are entirely unclear to me. The formula that she taught me gives me a great power over the temple, and without it, my journey would probably end here. It would. I have tried. Tial Uda. Wow. Oh, perfect place. Thanks, Trinity. Veritas. This is awesome. This is amazing. I cannot... We're gonna have to pick this up another time, but holy crap. Dude. I'm speaking spells. It's awesome. Okay. I'm calming down now. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. This is amazing. I cannot wait to beat this game. To play this game. Screw beating it. The journey for this one is much better than just beating the crap out of it. Bye, guys.